Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private servers. We're again on the Everlasting server with our character here, Silver Phoenix, who is a level 21 and a half or so martial arts super reflex natural scrapper. She's a member of the United. She has 179,000 XP and 1.62 million influence. I sold a few bits of salvage. I was almost maxed out on salvage again. I got us down to 138 at a 150. Some of these things there were no buy orders up for, so I didn't sell them. I've got stuff in the vault that there might be buy orders for. Some of it is stuff that I'm going to need for crafting in about a half a level, so I didn't want to sell that. So we'll see where we are when the time comes to buy the level 25 enhancements, which will happen in about a half a level. Um, so we're level 21, and we're in the middle of this story arc. The Wheel of Destruction. We've got 3 of the 4 parts. I believe there are 4 parts. And now it's time to talk to our contact, Piper Irving, and see what mission she has. Wheel of Destruction Part 3. After calling around, I found another piece of the Wheel of Destruction. The CEO of Vorheit Industries is using it as a conversation piece in his office. I told him of its origin, and now he can't wait to get it out of his hands. I just need you to run over to the office to collect it. Now, who thinks we're going to be able to just collect it? Raise your hands. Yeah, I'm almost certain we're going to. In fact, I am certain we're going to end up having to rescue him and the rest of the office crew from the Banished Pantheon. Now, I turned off my toggles, turned it back on. I always do that when I log back in. The main reason is because I just never know if the server realizes that those toggles are on, whether they're running or not. So I want to make sure I always make sure I re-engage them whenever I log back in, just to be 100% certain that the server knows that I'm running those toggles. Especially since we've had problems on the private servers here in terms of them not recharging your not basically not telling your powers that they're or whatever, not telling the client that your powers are recharged. So the client shows them as recharged, and I press them and it says they're not. And it sometimes will do that for a couple minutes. Well, maybe not minutes is exaggerating, for 30 or 40 seconds, and so we don't want that in the middle of a mission. All right, so our job is to defeat the cult leader and his coven, so that's giving away the fact that we're not just going to collect an artifact. So we should be able to get the 4th piece, and I believe it's the final piece. As you enter the office, you notice the scent of exotic spice. It's a smell you've come to associate with the Banished Pantheon. And there they are. So we're going to go ahead and smack them around. And so we're at the point now with Focus Chi and the attacks that we have. Look at that. I was able to take out 2 white Kymanians that didn't take a single shot. One of them shot at me, the other one didn't even get to do that. Now here's a fun trick you can do. They can't see through the doors, right? We can't really target them through the doors either. If you open the door while you're standing here, you have to be really close to the door to get the blue hand to show up. You have to be this close. If you do that, they're going to see you. If you're not sure if you want to see them, you can stand next to the door and click it open. They cannot see around the corner. Right, that enables me to target this guy and see that he's an avalanche shaman, which is somebody I know I want to deal with immediately. And we're going to try to stun him. Didn't work. So, whoops. Alright, so I didn't mean to hit the luck, I meant to hit Practice Brawler. This thing causes a lot of damage and debuffs you. Look at all those debuffs on me. But we got him out, so that's good. Yeah, I didn't mean to hit the luck. I meant to hit Practice Brawler, and I screwed that up. So that's unfortunate, because we might need the luck later if we have to fight a boss. There's another Avalanche Shaman. We have Focus Chi available now. So we're going to go ahead and click that. Hit this. Stun. Yes. So we take him out without a single blow being sent to us. And now all we have is a minion. And we're about 3/10 of the way from a level. from our next level. Right, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads down, and 3 to go. Alright, so we need to obtain the artifact. And there's a higher level Avalanche Shaman. Is there anybody up here? Yeah, there is, right? There's another Avalanche Shaman. Alright, let's take the dead end first. Oh, I thought this was a dead end. I guess not. I thought this was a dead end here, not a corner. Yeah, it's a lot harder when they're orange and you don't have Focus Chi running. Try to stun him again. Didn't, but we got him. So he wasn't able to throw out any of his high level, his sort of hard, difficult mez attacks, like the Earthquake or whatever it is. And this guy got him. So this goes a long way, so we had to come back and work on this section here. Okay, that's not a room, that's just a balcony. So we gotta see, what do we got here? Avalanche Shaman. Alright. Stun. Crane kick, look at that, 2-shot at him. Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and burn Sturdy because I don't really use those. I'm gonna keep the break free because our practice brawler is not permanent yet. So we might want to use that at some point. Doesn't seem to be anybody up there. This is a dead end, okay. What about over here? And this should be where the office wraps around. We got another Avalanche Shaman. So we want to hit him hard and fast. And there's the elevator. We dizzied him, so that's good. Got him. Alright, so we took care of that. The elevator's over here. I'm just going to clear it on the map so I see it as I'm looking around. This way I know where it is. Okay. I hear somebody else doing some attack powers. Somebody in here? No. No. Oh, he saw me. Critted him. And that's the end of him. Oh, there's another one. That's not good. He saw me. And he summoned his buddies. Okay. So let's go after this guy first. Take him out. I don't want him summoning anything else. And I badly want my AoE. Right now, the AoE knockdown, which is not until 26th level. That's called Dragon's Tail. Okay, so we got rid of him. One more guy. Got him. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a knee and rest. Okay. There are oftentimes are hostages in here, but doesn't seem like there are any. Oh, there's Villain. And that guy was probably associated with the lieutenant that I just fought. Or maybe not, though, because the lieutenant was orange, wasn't he? No, he was yellow. Okay. You usually wouldn't see a yellow minion, a white minion with an orange lieutenant. Usually the spawns are all the same level. And there's an Avalanche Shaman. Stun him before he can do anything. Got him, 2-shot with Focus Chi. You gotta love it. So you see he was orange and this guy's yellow. So the roll is yellow minions are found with orange lieutenants, and white minions are found with yellow lieutenants, and blue minions are found with white lieutenants, right? They're usually the same level. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the elevator and go to the next level. Again, remember, there can be up to 5 levels on maps like this, and generally not more than that. I don't know that I've ever seen more than 5. 5 is pretty rare. A lot of time, probably the average is 3 or 4 levels. Sometimes 2. You just never know. Okay, there's another avalanche shaman. Did we stun him? No. Yes, we did. But we missed crane kick, so that means he's going to have a shot at us. Could take a pre-break free before he knocks me over. Stunned him again. Come on. Oh, all the misses. This guy's taking forever to get down just because of the misses. Alright. And now this guy. Got him. Okay. Nobody in there. I hear somebody. That guy right there. Gotcha. Alright. We don't need that many greens. There we go. Yeah. Security camera up here, it's doing them a fat lot of good, right? Because the Banished Pantheon still have taken over the area. Storm Shaman, okay, we gotta get him. Stunned him. Try to stun him again. Did it. Excellent. That takes him out. He didn't get a single shot off at me. I think he got 1 knife stab. And this guy hasn't done anything to me. See, if you can stun the lieutenants, and then you can take them out, the minions have a really hard time hitting because you have all of that defense, right? We're subtracting like 20 from his 2-hit roll. Getting a lot of rubber banding now. There's usually guys up here. I'm starting to remember a lot of these maps. I haven't been on this one yet, I don't think. Okay, so there's nobody here. Okay, let's go up this way. Aha. Death Shaman, okay. Stun. Too late. And they are so fast in that it's almost impossible to stop them from summoning. I tried. Come on. There we go. Come on, let's get out of the corner. Lots of misses. Come on. Stop it. Alright. Okay. I feel like these guys are dropping less inspirations. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, they did drop a few greens and reds. There's one. So go ahead and rest here. Sometimes there are guys upstairs too. This is definitely one of the more MC Escher-like maps. Now, I've mentioned that a bunch of times before, but this one's very maze-like. Lots of different sort of levels to it. Nobody here? Usually this is like where the bosses and stuff are. But I don't see or hear anything. So we'll go the other way. And we'll continue up the stairs. It's often guys hanging in here too. And there's an avalanche shaman. And we got another elevator. The knockdown. Come on. There we go. At least with the avalanche and storm shamans, when you knock them out, the thing that they buffed or whatever, the buff, the debuff, whatever, disappears. With the guy that summons them, the things he summoned stay. They don't go away, and you have to fight them. We're now 1 beat away from leveling, so we're going to hit level 22 at the end of this mission, if not before. Now we go to the 3rd floor. And I hear it, so this must be the final floor. I saw somebody talking over there. That's the boss. Alright. Let's hit him really hard. Fortunately, he's a lieutenant, not a boss. Or maybe unfortunately, because it'd be fun to fight a boss. Though I'd rather not fight one without any luck at this level. Of course, you're about to be 22nd level, and then it may not matter as much. There's the Death Shaman. Now, see, this is what I meant before. I think I mentioned this in an earlier episode. These guys are standing right here. I beat the crap out of their boss. Why didn't they react? I think the aggro range is just not. It should either be farther so that they would aggro, or just don't put another spawn in here, and then it wouldn't be so unreasonable. Stun. That's it. All right, now we stopped him from summoning. One more kick should do it. Got it. Very nice. These guys are fun to beat on. And there's the wheel fragment, I believe. Got it. Oh, look at that. Look how close we are to level 22. Is anybody left up here? Nope. So that's the end of this mission. Guess we're not going to get to level 22 this episode, because we're going to turn XP off now. Let's go to Telos Island. We didn't get any reward merits, so that means that the story arc is not finished yet. So we're going to hit super jump and get the heck out of here, because there are some powerful guys that like to hang in between the buildings. Okay, this should be safe. They don't spawn up here. And we'll go ahead and look at the clue. So we have 4 pieces of the Wheel of Time, or the Wheel of Destruction. Piper Irving, thanks for keeping the piece of the Wheel of Destruction out of the Banished Pantheon's hands. Yes, I know. I can see how it fits with the other pieces you've already found. We are close to completing the entire Wheel of Destruction. Available missions. Part 5. Thanks to your hard work, we now have all 4 pieces. I'd like you to take this to Azuria. Okay, so now we're probably going to get ambushed. So let's see what happens. We'll head to the train station. Do I have anything to sell? No enhancements from that mission. That's a little weird. I was getting salvage. Right, I got 4 salvage. But I didn't get any enhancements. That's interesting. Okay. As you can hopefully see, I'm getting better at hitting exactly where I want to hit on these buildings. As I say that, of course, I missed that one. That was sort of in a funny spot. Alright. I love this music too. Alright, let's go to Azuria in Atlas Park. And then we will see what the next mission is. But first, take the pieces to Azuria. Love this music too. It's awesome. All right. Azuria. Reading the scroll. How you doing, honey? I will put some of our most talented mystics to work on studying these pieces of the Wheel of Destruction. If we need further assistance from you, I'll make sure you're contacted. You can rest assured the Wheel of Destruction will be carefully warded. Yeah, sure. We got a clue. It's a relief that the Wheel of Destruction is in the hands of the Magi. Thank you. And the clues. So now we have the wheel turns. It all began when we encountered the 2 broken pieces, and so on and so forth. So we took the pieces to Azuria. So now, something bad's going to happen, I'm sure. Available missions. You look like you could use an easy task, Silver Phoenix. After all your work retrieving the Wheel of Destruction, you deserve it. Could you patrol Independence Port for me? The family has been extorting. Okay, we can go do that. And we'll turn the XP off because we're doing every other mission. Apply now. I really wish when they move the servers to a new host, I think the host is called OVH, and I don't know what that stands for. When they move the servers to the new host, they're talking about giving us basically special like temporary powers that we can put in our tray. I'd probably put it on tray 5 or something, where you can tell it the XP you want, and then I'll set it to like, well, if I could, I'd set it to 50% XP and just leave it there. But I'll probably set it to 1x, and then we can stop doing all this funny business with doing half on, half off. At this point, it seems like, you know, we did what, maybe 3 missions at 21st level, so it's starting to level out so that we're not getting such a ridiculous amount of I don't know which one we want to go to. So we're not getting such a ridiculous amount of leveling. I mean, the idea that you get a level per mission is just absurd to me. A story arc that takes 5 parts, you'd gain 5 levels and you'd outlevel all the rest of your contacts. That's just crazy. So we have a detective here that we can talk to. Let's go ahead and talk to him before we start this mission. This guy is going to start giving us some information about Independence Port. So Independence Port is a shipping port. This is where all the shipping comes in. It's a huge zone. I think it's the largest zone, at least the largest non-hazard zone in the game. So if you zoom in, you can see it's huge. It's like at least the width of Atlas Park and multiple lengths of Atlas Park, and probably wider than Atlas Park. Silver Phoenix. Let me tell you like it is. All us cops are glad to have help from the city's heroes, and we want to make it easier for you. Take these frequencies from the local police. So this means we can get police missions from this guy, from this zone. I did get a badge, by the way, when I sold that those items I was talking about. I've sold 10 things on consignment. All right, let's go ahead and take the mission. Patrol and stop family extortion. We'll probably be fighting the family here a little bit, and that's fine because the family is pretty straightforward to fight. They don't have a lot of special secondary effects. Knockdown is about it. Maybe some disorient. Okay, so here's our first mission. That was right by the train station, so I probably should have done that first, but that's alright. Okay, now go on the next patrol point. And there's the base portal if you want to go into your base. Our supergroup's base isn't really doing much yet. This is the hospital. Independence Port, you really need a movement power. I hate when that happens, so I hit like an electricity wire. So now to get back up, I need to hit that. There we go. You gotta watch out here because there are a lot of spawns on the bridge. See that? There's a bunch, but they're mostly our level, maybe a level or two higher. It's really cool that they have like these giant superhero statues at the ends of the bridge. That's really cool. One of the things I really like about Paragon City is that they celebrate their heroes. They have statues to them, and they name their zones after them and stuff like that. Like Atlas Park is named after a superhero. There's a huge statue of Statesman and Callisti Wharf and so on. So they really respect and love their heroes, which I really like. I've never been a fan of the unfortunate motif that was really begun primarily by the X-Men comics of the mistrusted heroes, the people who are like giving their lives for people who don't even trust them. I don't just like not, and then you know they save the world and then everybody hates them for it. I just don't like that whole motif, and so I'm glad that City of Heroes doesn't really use that. One more, two more, I think. Fifth column, purples. Yeah, this is a rough zone over here. The further you get away from the train station, the higher level these guys tend to be. So there's a kind of a coal area here. Now that it's getting light out, you can sort of see Independence Port. It's really big. It's a very cool zone. Okay, there's another one. It says stop family in Independence Port, but I haven't really seen there. I mean, there's Purple Family, but I'm going to stop and fight Purple Family. That's ridiculous. Alright. These are really cool bridges, by the way. I love them. So this one's not in use, clearly, because there's so much damage to it. And broken containers and stuff, they're just laying along the top. Oops, didn't mean to get caught there. So I think this is the last one. Let's see. Okay. So now we call Piper. We got a clue. The banished Pantheon broke into Magi and made off with the Wheel of Destruction. Oh, that's great, after all the work I did. Part 6. I just got a call from Magi's Divinations group. The banished Pantheon broke into their vault and stole those artifact pieces you collected. Thanks a lot, guys. According to the Seers, the Pantheon plans to perform a ritual to empower and assemble the Wheel of Destruction. You have to stop the ritual. Available missions. Here's the finale. We have 90 minutes to complete the ritual. So, I'm going to get to a train station first. There's one down here. And I will start a new episode, so I will see you guys when the time comes to run this mission.